Hello everyone, welcome to this video. It has been a while I haven't dived into Leetcode daily, but I hope I'll be consistent now. So this is actually an easy problem, where we are supposed to find the number of triple that can respect this condition. That means in the range of element from 1 till n, how many triple ABC do we have where this property can be respected? This is one example. We say, okay, n equal to 5. That means the various possible number are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can see that the triple 3, 4, and 5 is actually a valid solution. Why? Because 3 power of 2 plus 4 power of 2 is equal to 25, which is also equal to 5 power of 2. This is a valid solution. Now, I'm going to share with you the brute force approach, and we are going to dive into two small optimization that is going to improve our code performance. So stay to the end to see the different optimization I'm going to dive in. As you can see, since the constraint is really small, one thing we can do is just to implement the brute force approach of the solution. That is going to look like this. We are just going to look like we are going to have a 4. I'm going to keep the same variable ABC equal to 1 is less than or equal to n a plus plus. Okay, so this is actually the habit of using I, but I'm going to use a here. So now I have b now equal to 1, b is less than or equal to n, b plus plus. And then I will have a third loop here, c equal to 1, c is less or equal to n, c plus plus. And then I just need to check, right, if a times a plus b times b is actually equal to c times c, which is actually exactly what has been described. So if you have a triple where a squared plus b squared is actually equal to c squared, you increment the number of ants. So I just need to have something here in ants equal to 0, and I return my ants here. Let me run and see what it gives. So this is supposed to work. Okay, it's working. Let us submit. Okay, we have something that is working properly, but the performance is not that good, right? You see where we are. One thing we can think of is, okay, if you already have A and B, do we really need to loop again to have the C? And the answer is no, you don't really need. Why? Because you already have this value, which is a squared plus b squared. You just need to check that there is a c which is less than n that can be equal to e squared plus b squared. And if you can do that, you don't need this extra loop. We are just going to implement that. To do that, we are just going to say, okay, in c is equal to square root is the square root, right? Square root of a times a plus b times b. So this is the possible value of c. We just need to check now if c times c is actually equal to a times a plus b times b. Because when you do the square root, since it's actually in value, you want to make sure that it's actually a valid square number and is actually equal to this. And also the second thing you need to check is if c is actually less or equal to n. If this is respected, you just need to make ants plus plus. With this, we don't have the extra we don't have the extra for loop. Let us run this and see what it gives. It's still working. Let us submit. Previously we were at beating 25%. Now we are at 62%, which is actually way more interesting than what we were having previously. Now, one interesting thing I think we can do is we can see that if you have a couple 3, 4, you also have the couple 4, 3, right? So one thing you can do is you can say with every a that you are taking, you want the b to be equal to a plus 1 at least. And you know that by doing this, all the solution you are going to have, you can have the version of those solutions by swapping a and b, which is actually the double of what you will have at the end. So you can do something like this. By doing this, you don't loop again b from 1 till n, but you loop from a plus 1 till n, which is also an optimization. I believe that will improve the performance. Let us submit again and see. You see now we beat 90% of the C++ solution. So these are the different approaches I wanted to share with you. I hope you enjoy it. Feel free to leave me a comment, share, like. See you tomorrow for a new video. Ciao.